Morning everyone, and welcome back to the Runpreneur vlog, where we discuss all things entrepreneurship and running. It is a beautiful morning. It's about 4 degrees, not too breezy, sun's out, nice conditions to run in. And today it's Friday Funnels, where we discuss all things marketing and sales funnel related. And today's topic is success leaves clues, competitor research. So as always, if you like this episode, please give it a like and a subscribe, and let's get started. So this is one of my favourite quotes, really. I can't remember who actually said it originally, but I imagine lots of people have said it in the past, but it's something that I keep bringing myself back to when I find myself up against a roadblock or something that isn't going quite as to plan as I'd like. And that quote is, success leaves clues. And I think it's really, really cool. You know, what you want to do, whatever you want to do out there, is find someone who's doing it better and not copy, because that's completely unethical and a lot of people put blood, sweat and tears into stuff, but there's no harm in copying structure or layout and kind of putting your information into that, and using some of the same types of words that describes what you're doing. So I think there's a lot of people that kind of jump on the marketing bandwagon and want to become successful marketeers straight away, and they don't realise the amount of research and due diligence and analytics that goes into this stuff to be truly on top of your game. A lot of people can kind of work out how to publish content, how to set blogs up, how to kind of do podcasts, all those types of things. But the ones that do it well have meticulously gone through every teeny tiny little step and have researched and found the best practice for each part and have optimised accordingly. There's no point, I mean, I'm still going through the process now because I get a decent following on certain platforms. Other platforms I get very little, which clearly suggests that if my following is growing quite significantly in some platforms, and then clearly the content is doing okay. However, if it's not getting that traction on other platforms, maybe the demographic of that platform has something to do with it, or maybe I'm just not optimised effectively. So you're constantly scrutinising the figures to see what can we do to try and chop and change things. And one of the first things you can do in this regard is, like I say, finding someone, even if they're not in the same industry as you. Ideally you want someone in a similar industry, someone who's kind of at the top of their game, and look at what they're doing. And it's all out there. The people at the top of the game should be very easy to find, because they're the ones you'll come across the most when looking for stuff in your industry. And when you look at them, you know, the first thing that's one of the easiest things to do is Google is so powerful. And when you're looking at titles and keyword phrases and things that you want to be using, just punch in the keyword in Google and see what comes up, because Google has this amazing skill of auto-completing phrases. So, you know, you could put something like, you know, if we're looking up, I don't know, running. If you typed in running, it would give you a massive drop down of all the different key phrases that running has been used with. And you might need to play around with a few, you know, combinations of words to see what kind of comes up. But it will automatically complete things based on what people are already searching for. So straight away, Google is giving you, especially when you're looking at headlines and descriptions for captions and things like that, you know, for your content, it's a great quick way to kind of get some steer from the search engine of what you should be using, what people are actually searching for. And I think that's really, really important, and so many people don't do it. There's a car coming, so we just get out the way of this car. So that's one of the first things you can do. The second thing you can do is, if you're looking at, I don't know, like a blog, for example. So there's a few vehicles around here. I'm just going to go behind here. It's busy today. The other one is when you're, you know, if you're looking at blog articles or something, type in your keywords and put blog after it and see what comes up. The guy at the top is the guy who's got the best SEO. Morning. So so click on him, go through his blog, look at how he's structured, his design, look at his descriptive text that he's using, try and just go through and kind of look at the process there and try and reverse engineer what he's done to get his blog post on that topic to the top of Google. So have a look at that and try and reverse engineer it. So that's a really, really cool way of doing things. And a lot of people don't do enough of this, and I'm as guilty as many. I use the Google tool quite a lot, but I won't perhaps go into as much detail. Other things that are pretty good, social media platforms. You know, if you're looking at trying to build a following, look at the guys who've got the biggest following in your industry again. Look at their bios, look at their about them sections, look at everything that they're doing on their platform, and just hack it. Not copy it at all, because it's very unique to you, but they're leaving all the clues for why they do so well at what they do. And the sooner you learn that, and the sooner you realise that the information is there, it's just that 9 times out of 10 we're too lazy to kind of dig down and look into it, you know. And that's and I'm guilty of that as many. And certainly something that I'm working on with my team now to really start doing a lot more market research and coming to the table with suggestions of what we can do differently to kind of, you know, improve what's going on. And look, I'm super happy with what's been going on with the vlog and everything that I'm doing at the moment. And you know, I said all along that this was a big experiment for me, because this is not natural for me, and it's gone better than I thought it would, to be honest with you. But if I'm going to push it and keep pushing it on, I need to get it better and make it better and continuing to make it better, continual improvement. And the best way of doing that is using the success leaves clues mentality. Find the person next up the ladder, and the next up the ladder, and next up the ladder, and look at how we can do that. I mean, we're undergoing, on a bit of a tangent here, but we're undergoing a Dream 100 process at the moment for collaborative growth, and we're listing 100 different people, 100 different places, and 100 different products that are closely linked to my industry and where my target market are going to be. And we're going to be looking at reaching out on collaborations, and it's hard to do on your own. So I've got my team of 7 people in the marketing team, all bringing 5 to the table each week. So 5 different additions to the list. So very quickly we should build up a fairly comprehensive list that we can start utilising to try and increase our reach and growth. So I'll keep you posted on that in the future. But the reason I'm talking about this today is that we're in the process of getting a podcast ready for launch, and also getting the blog ready for launch. And in order to do that, you know, we need to know how to kind of do this the best possible way. And I've got lots of information on podcasts, and we're going to do a big launch for that kind of later in the year. And the same with the blog. We don't have as much you know, information from like courses and stuff that I've been on about blog writing and side of things, because ultimately I'm getting my vlogs transcribed and then edited to obviously read better, and then put into a blog template with some design element. But the bit that we need to get right, that part is nailed. The bit we need to get right is what is the SEO process to optimize it in the best possible way to give it the best chance of getting more traffic, which is ultimately what we're trying to achieve. So that's a bit of an update on where I am at the moment and what I'm kind of working on in the background, because I've always thought that my content is potentially better. Well, not better, I mean, it is very suited to vlogs, obviously, but I know a lot of entrepreneurs who would listen to the stuff I talk about are really busy people, and to sit and watch a video is kind of counterproductive for them. Whereas if they're on a car journey or a walk, listening to the audio, they're much more likely to do. So that's why the podcast becomes super important. We're working on a process at the moment where we're starting to do weekly clubhouse rooms as well, which is live. Difficult to repurpose the content, but we're working on a recording process so that we can start turning that into audio as well, and possibly releasing it as I don't know, we've got to be careful on that. I mean, we have to edit it because other people haven't given us permission to put the material out there, but the stuff that we're talking about in those clubhouse rooms can be edited out and snippeted out and can be repurposed when, you know, in the answer to different questions we can put some audio responses out and stuff onto our content as well. So it's all part of the repurposing process, but it's not worthwhile repurposing for the sake of repurposing. You've got to reformat and make it as unique to the platform you're trying to get it on as possible, and you've got to optimize it once it's on that platform to ensure that it gives us the most chance of getting some traffic. So that's pretty much it today. So if I was going to summarize, Success Leaf Clues is all about finding people who are doing better than you and, you know, analysing, researching what they're doing. Look at their content, look at their social media platforms. What are they doing to get this content? Okay, might be some paid advertising. You can see some of their ads as well. You know, just kind of stalk these people in a non-weird way, in a marketing sense, and just hack and reverse engineer the model. And I guarantee you'll get significant results. You might not get to that level straight away, but it will put you on the right path, and it will probably unearth some things that you're doing well and some things you know not so well. And if you found areas to improve, the process has been worthwhile, because it's all about continual improvement. So hopefully that's useful. And as always, if you have any questions on this stuff, drop me a comment. I'll respond to everyone. If it's a bigger question, I'll still respond, but I'll do a separate vlog episode and tag you in. If this is relevant to you, no drama, just unfollow me and it'll stop cluttering up your social feeds. But before you do that, please check out the Runpreneur YouTube channel, because I do a different topic on each day of the week. So just because the days is irrelevant, there might be other days that are super relevant to you. So please make sure you check that out, because all of my content is organised nice and neatly by playlist and topic, so it should be easy to find stuff that is relevant. Also check out the link in my bio. It's where I'm starting to host my free resources. The first one is my 70-step process to repurposing, reformatting and optimising your social media content across all platforms. So if you're looking to get more content out there and you want a more efficient way of doing it, then check out that checklist. It will hopefully help you in some capacity. It's completely free. And all that's left to say is that the Runpreneur vlog was set up to help entrepreneurs and business owners overcome the emotions of stress, overwhelm and anxiety by using exercise, in my case running, as a release valve or release mechanism to kind of control these emotions and stay on top of them. By relieving the pressure on a regular basis, you can process what's happened, you can keep on top, you can remain clear and have clarity on what you're doing, and as a result you stay in control and you thrive and move on to bigger and better things. If you don't have that release mechanism, the pressure builds up like pressure in a pipe, and it builds and builds, the stress builds and builds into overwhelm, into anxiety, then boom, the pipe bursts, and one of two things happens: either the entrepreneur breaks down or the business breaks down, and either or is going to be highly likely, it's terminal to the likelihood of your business lasting the test of time. And I've been there. I've lost multiple businesses because of my inability to process these emotions. I've lost multiple business partners because of this, and I've also almost been bankrupt because of this. And it's only really now that I've found this new kind of routine and process in my life that allows me to release these pressures and tensions, and as a result I feel more control. I've got more on than I've ever had on. I don't feel stressed, I don't feel overwhelmed. I do a little bit at times, as that's normal, but I feel completely in control and I feel like I'm thriving. And as a result, I've made more progress in the last 6 months than in the last 3 years. So my pledge to you is, if you are an entrepreneur struggling with this stuff, drop me a message, okay? There's no catch here at all. I just want to help, and a few people have taken me up on this already. We'll just jump on a call. I'm not selling you anything, there's no nothing here. I'm just going to give you a few steps to help you implement into your routines that can hopefully get you back on the right path to success before it's too late. Because I've been there and I wouldn't wish what I've been through on my worst enemy. As I always said, that if this vlog helps just one entrepreneur or one business owner or saves one business, it's been 1,000,000% worthwhile. So that's all for me today. As always, if you like this episode, please give it a like, comment and a subscribe. If you want to check out similar content, check out the playlist link on my YouTube channel. And I'll leave you as always with stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you tomorrow.